This is the spot.
Looks like it.
An eyewitness claimed to have seen Ororon speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Ororon really is a good kid.
Really?
I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui.
You don't got
I'm
any reason
convinced that
at
what the
all?
witnesses saw
Nothing?
was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to extract information.
Believable.
However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Maybe he got outnumbered. He thought he could jump.
Say that she's a big name in Natlan. Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
You stupid Paimon? Just because she's a big name doesn't mean she has any fucking powers of her own to fight back against this shit.
Ororon? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
This guy, was he a Bennett? Bennett was left in
He learned a
Jabari,
lot
right?
from us.
Mari
And
Jabari?
once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden.
Self-sustainable. Isolated.
He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
Sounds like you got a nice little son you got there. Or grandkid. Doesn't sound like a bad person. Yeah. Describe child. Have child's brother describe him to you. Doesn't sound too like he's a fucking harbinger who fights it.
Oh well,
Horrible
let's
bottles.
keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him.
That's
He's
true.
been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's
Can
follow
we?
the phlogiston trail.
How?
What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things.
Oh, our eyes. We're inferior enough.
Here, give me your hand.
I like these characters. They're able to just transfer their powers, bro. Or give us energy, right? No other damnation.
How about now?
What do you see?
Sweet. Fuck it, bro. Natlan specific tribal kick again, guy. Thanks, Natlan people.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my
spell?
senses to you.
Fucking
For a
magic?
short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
First time I've done it in the damn
It
game,
requires
basically.
a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at.
Spell.
But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's.
Man, she was so happy.
When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston.
Hey, just not phlogiston.
You're extraordinarily gifted.
We're able to steal
Anyway,
powers from everyone.
we'll need to use our vision now to track down Ororon. Good luck, you two.
Yeah.
Over here, this way! Citlali might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
It really is. We went 10 feet before we got
What
another
does she mean
one.
by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough?
Trendy.
I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but given the looks on their
Well,
faces
between-
just now,
I can't wait for Mona's
Or
master to
perhaps
become
I'm
a.
still not
got
fashionable
Farzan.
enough?
Citlali. I got
But
the.
that
What
can't
are
be
the question
it,
marks?
right?
Citlali.
Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh?
Were we able to hear her thoughts?
Was that Citlali's voice?
So. Are we able to hear Paimon's also? Seeing Paimon heard the same voice, but seems. Okay, so we don't. Okay, I was wondering if we were able to hear Paimon's voice when she was like thinking in her head. We're able to hear her thoughts. Interesting.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Only half of Citlali. Interesting. I was wondering what they were showing Paimon's thoughts. They usually do this for like very specific things, where they do like the character's outer thoughts. They did it with Kale a lot in Sumeru, where like we saw what she was thinking.
They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp.
Wow, not even 3 feet this time.
Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Thank you, obvious Paimon.
Wait.
Jesus.
The phlogiston here is a bit odd.
What do you mean the phlogiston's odd? What does that even mean?
Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
Someone was leaving phlogiston
This is a
trail
distress
signals?
signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Ororon was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him. Fast.
Shit,
Even
hasn't he been
such a
gone for
subtle
days?
mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death.
Death?
But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire.
Darling grandson,
No,
huh?
I've got to be careful. Otherwise, he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
Is her outfit like a one piece that like only attached to the front? How does that work? Like a jumper? When we gotta inform her, we can read her mind. We probably should have done it sooner rather than later. Travel new power, bro. Fuck it. Mind
There
reader.
are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
Shit. Must have better elemental vision, too.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Oh shit, bro. Maybe
Do
you
you
fought
still
with a fight.
remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Ororon wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
Well, they split up, so certainly something changed. Or someone got away. Or someone was taken somewhere else. Oh, he's a skilled fighter. He could have.
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
You want to split? You capable of defending yourself?
I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
I wonder if I'll be able to detect her thoughts from a long distance and then we'll come running to go get her. She'll be like, how did you know I was in trouble?
Ororon, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. Ah, you little brat.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Yep.
Once Citlali left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
Interesting. One
So
way
you
to
were thinking the
telepathy.
same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads.
Maybe she can. She just doesn't give a shit.
She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect.
Maybe that's what the spell's taken to. It's like its pinnacle.
She's really
The
got a
soul's the
lively
master
inner
it.
world.
You do
It's quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression
telepathic
of her.
communication. And since we're already like pinnacle octane beings, fuck it.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
We're always gonna find something up ahead, bro. We're following a damn trail. We gotta lead somewhere. Like that good old Natlan piano.
Did you find something?
What are these flowers? Shadow flowers? No, the trail just dies. Okay, all right, that makes sense.
So we can't tell where Ororon might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either.
We'll double back to our
But he could have
Citlali.
just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
Look up, maybe he was flying.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
He's underground. Damn, bro. Look at that transition, bro. Nigga just hit us with fucking Sasuke's fucking Renegon teleportation jutsu, bro. Great. Shit. That looks like an actual kingdom. No. Nah, actually, this looks like a still shitty, desolate wasteland, to be honest.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
You couldn't want it if you tried.
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world.
Shit.
However, you're now in the Night Kingdom.
Pulled us into his damn
a familiar
domain.
domain to the masters of the Night Wind.
Yeah, he pulled us at home field advantage.
Hello, traveler. I'm Ororon, the one you've been searching for.
Bro. He's got the fucking... Okay, I mentioned this before. I said Chaska looked like Iris from Hololive. Now he's got Iris's eyes, bro. Get the fucking heterochromia. I'm telling you, bro. As you break through the...
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie. Like a false omen in the lingering smoke.
You lied to your own grandma?
My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Hey, the nigga wants to talk to us, too.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
What's good, brother?
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Ororon with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
Alright, what do you want, then?
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues.
I killed two of them off
Given the
one.
present situation in Natlan,
The other one doesn't exist
I
anymore.
would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person.
Shit, bro. You had to teleport us to another
I will
dimension to
use
request
the
a meeting in person?
opportunity to explain my goals
Fucking
and
hell.
motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon.
Alright.
I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
How about Paimon? Is she counts as anyone?
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
I think I understand what he was going for. why she was like, oh, why'd they choose him? Probably they did want Citlali, and he offered himself up instead. That's the closest to her. Like, no, I can do what she can do too. I get it.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
I'm fine. No, we aren't, bro. A fucking soul was instantaneously ripped out of us. My soul was forcibly removed from my body. Yeah, that's what I just said, bro. Probably you couldn't hear any of that. Motherfucker ripped my soul out, bro. Fucking, what kind of technique is that?
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
Nah, nigga ripped my soul out.
He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
Well, somewhere, but, we can't say in the context of this game.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
Trip? What a rescue mission. Should I trust them? No, but fuck it. That's true. The motherfucker could probably read our mind. He was able to rip our soul out without us doing anything. What kind of techniques
If
we're
you're feeling
fighting?
sick, you should just say so. Citlali should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
Should be.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
They're setting it up. You got any pains, any weird places? If you need anything to say the word, they're setting it up. Someone make the animation. You know what I'm saying.
In any case,
You know what I'm saying.
let's take a bit more time to rest now.
Isn't he supposed to show up? He said you'll see me after this. Motherfucker, where you at?
Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
Yeah, my soul is back
All
inside
right,
my body.
let's get ready.
I'm gonna rip that shit out.
I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Ororon is probably being held inside.
Shit. Is he?
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
No, I didn't realize I was holding you up.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all.
You knew when we
But
go on the
if
phlogiston
you
trail.
want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Yeah, she said to the death. She had no hesitation of smoking out these Fatui motherfuckers and killing them because they took our grandson. Kinda like that. But also, the phlogiston trail split in two. What if we went to the left then? Or what if we went with Citlali? Like, if we didn't split up. Would he still be able to yeet our fucking soul out, Shang Tsung style?
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
Yeah.
That's Ororon.
Actually, you know what?
So he really was taken by the
He
Fatui.
does blend in with the colors. How does he look the same, bro? We barely got to look at him. He was behind us the entire time.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
You blind?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Angry characters are always the best.
Citlali's struggling to control her temper now.
And we've seen it happen before.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1!
No, crowd vision user. Not the first crowd vision
Still
user.
trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Let's get it.
Gotcha. Busted. Body in the ring cut. Game's up. Wind strike.
More? No problem. We got an ult just for you this time. I knew the second wave was coming. Who's left? Not it? Not gonna, that was it.
Ororon!
Nah, Kazuo will blind the battlefield. Oh, why you sound like that, man?
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eatsley, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
Well, she called him in his 20s, so she's probably like double his age at least.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
There ain't no way, bro. Oh, can you see that we're actually old as shit even though we look young?
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
Approximately the same age. So she is 100 years old now. She's a couple hundred years old. Because the Traveler's like at least a couple hundred. Well, 500 by this time. So.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, no, that'd be terrible. Also, like, that's weird to say, like, you look almost the same age as Granny. Isn't the Traveler always talked about looking way younger? She doesn't look like she's, like, super young, though.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Oh,
Why are you so
God.
upset? You can just say yes or no.
what the hell is this
Of
dialogue?
course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
That's a way to raise somebody. Are you saying I'm an uncle, auntie? Yeah, Gramps or Grannies?
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Ororon?
Oh, Jesus.
Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Aren't we the third?
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
No, that does.
You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Oh, what is this like fucking...
Next time?
Ooh, voice mess, nigga.
Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you, did they?
At least we got our angry, scolding
No, you
tsundere
just asked me
grandma.
a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and
She's
made
got
me draw
triangles.
a
She
map
got
of
circles,
the ley line
actually.
distribution.
Okay.
Farza's got her triangles.
Now answer me
and
honestly.
Pythagorean shapes.
Were
She's got
you
her
the one who helped the
cylindrical.
captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes,
That was easy.
So why did you do it?
Why not?
because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary granny. Would they really dare to come after me?
Yeah.
And you? Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value and not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even
She
if the
literally
truth
does.
that
I
you
mean-
see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence.
Good
Let's
enough.
clean this place up and get back to the city. Ororon, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Literally.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
You can't be
Your
joking, but
vegetables?
you gotta be joking.
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should
She
do
say
is...
prostrate yourself.
Recite the 3 warnings.
No.
No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
Is he I guess he's acting like intentionally tense. Because clearly he understood his mission with Fatui. So is that his like thing? He like acts retarded with the fucking with his own people, but in reality. You return to the city with Citlali and bring you to Citlali brings you to the speaker's chamber. What? You return to the city and Citlali brings you to the speaker's chamber where you recount everything that's happened with Ororon.
I see. So Ororon came to the captain's rescue
Koyopa.
because he promised to help him in exchange for
Koyopa.
Citlali's safety.
That's
No,
right.
why makes it knows, right?
I'm sorry.
Fuck it.
Now that you know Ororon was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
Nah.
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Time to waste.
Understood.
This nigga is about to be executed.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ororon, please report back to the speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
Cowboy hat with the...
I understand.
No, you have to pull those
Thank you.
goggles all the way over the
And
brim
thank
of
you
that
too,
big ass hat, by
Ray.
the way. I guess you'd take it
Well,
over.
at
You would
least you
not pull
won't
it
need
over.
to hide your face anymore.
You would have to pull it over
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal.
Oh yeah, I mean, help with fortune.
Once Ororon is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
You know how to do
Oh,
that?
thank you.
You just know? Shit. You didn't think it some planning or devise a plan? Or it would be also explain to us how it's impossible?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now.
Nice.
Come with me, Ororon. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Why does she sound like every woman ever? Like, it's just
Goodbye,
like I
Gramps.
know it's Skylar Davenport and like that's who does it. It's March 7th, but she doesn't sound like March 7th. She sounds like fucking like Topaz. Yeah, we kept our side of the deal, dickhead. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's acting dense. What does he
We're
really want?
finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub.
Bro, what are we telling Paimon, bro?
Huh? What is it, Traveler? What? That captain?
You're not gonna have the part about my snowing snatched instantaneously?
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you?
What's what we don't attack us outright,
That
by the way.
Ororon, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Citlali and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
We still need some more information.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's how we're gonna get it from
Still,
the captain.
Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together.
Shit, not like we
We
weren't
still
gonna
have
go
another
together.
whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Like always. Jesus. Wait until the next day, huh? Alright. Wonder what Mavalika's little secret's gonna be. Or not really secret, but I wonder why he doesn't trust Mavalika. It's gotta be because she's human. And maybe she doesn't exactly possess the power. Divine Throne isn't exactly gifted to her correctly. And Gnosis is no use. She can't fully wield it because she's human. Her plan has a major flaw that it does bank on the Abyss. She doesn't have the full knowledge. Like, I wonder what it's gonna be. Fucking War of the Worlds horn in the background.
Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
We can spring out of a trap if we need to. They're gonna rip us into a different dimension out of that. No, he said he was gonna meet us in person.
What was that?
Oh, it's fucking Ororon, bro.
Nice
fucking
to see you again.
on the moon of Warframe. Ororon technology.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
Nobody is a weirdo.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Half-head ass fucking.
And what's with you apologizing
Fuck
all
is
the
your
time?
memo keeper
You
ass
sound
look?
so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
That's kind of how it's
You're
supposed
right.
to be.
Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
Yeah, let's get to the point, dickhead. Where the fuck is the captain at? Nice first person view.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Yeah, I don't really care what the Fatui thinks of me, bro.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
Shit.
If we
Signora should
allow
have
the
had that
current
belief.
state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
I'm sure the people who wanted to pull for you also want to avoid that.
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person.
I've killed an unreasonable
Once
amount of
you've
your
learned
men,
the
that's for damn
truth
sure.
that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
What is this damn truth?
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes
Natlan?
to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
Who gives a shit? They already know, exactly.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
That's... Well, who knows?
If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Teyvat, will pay for her mistakes.
Yeah, the Abyss will have a full
Now,
frontal zone.
you may
no
have
mind
been
that.
led to believe
Entire
that this
continent.
is the only
A chunk of
plan
continent.
available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along? The details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you.
Your face doesn't seem like it's
An
moving, but
emergency plan?
Yes,
everyone's a backup plan.
a way to
contingency.
keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
What exactly could that possibly be? You gonna explain this plan to us?
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses.
Okay, so what's the plan?
My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of
Okay.
Natlan will be lost to the
So he doesn't believe in the
abyss.
confidence of her.
We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Okay, so he doesn't believe she's strong. Well, that's just your speculation. Bro, we don't even know what the fuck the plan is, bro. What do you mean? We got to make the decision. What are we making a decision on? To execute her backup plan now? We don't know what it is.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
We don't know what that is either. I think it's the Gnosis the backup plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
And what is that plan, nigga?
Someone's here.
Shit, he sensed that shit way before any of you.
The captain disappeared!
Fucking Fatui magic, bro. Black
Something
sludge.
is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Let's see. Abyss assassins? Regular assassins?
Something! Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
Damn, bro, she gotta fucking deck this ass, bro.
Citlali? When did you get here?
And she's a Nightwind master, bro. She rode the Nightwinds.
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to.
You gotta keep anything
How
from her.
dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
Shit, she's just be the person speaking for
Oh,
you.
here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
God, bro, what is this fucking voice acting?
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Citlali! Please calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore.
He's gonna get it anyways,
Maybe
bro.
just save the scolding for later, okay?
He ain't trying to seize the Gnosis now. Shit, he enacts his plan. We don't know what the fuck his plan is. We don't know what Motherfucker's backup plan is. He didn't explain shit to us.
Listen well, Ororon. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Ororon for me, okay?
Yeah, we still don't know what the... Yeah, can you tell us what the fucking plan is, big boy over here? Or are you gonna go into la fucking child mode? We're not,
Take it easy.
not even 10 feet to the right. Cool. Can't wait until we have to hear at the last second what the damn plan is, because no one wants to say it outright. Oh, God, it's gonna be annoying as shit. Is that a volcano exploding? You hear that?
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Ororon. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan?
Bruh.
Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Use your technique to go into his mind. Fuck it. Why is he gonna make him go, like a fucking kid? Good God, bro. At least write him as a grown-ass man.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Well, she's right about that aspect.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
This nigga cannot
I'm
talk
sorry
to
that
him.
you have to hear all this.
That's awkward, bro. You make it awkward, bro.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy.
Yeah, why sorry?
Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friends scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
I'm sorry you had to see
But
this.
you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Yeah, bro, what do you...
Indeed, you've got a point.
You should be the one
Then
helpless
please
and
just
embarrassed.
hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
I guess he's... You know what? Maybe he's...
You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You.
Maybe he's got a point, bro.
Sorry, Granny.
I'm not here like, bro, say something, bro. Maybe he knows. He shouldn't say anything.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
They got
You
a mother
say all
character
the
down,
right
at least.
things, but then
Someone's
you go
mother.
and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables. I don't need anything from you.
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Ororon,
Love the
if
irony.
you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
Yeah, bro, this is some tribal bullshit.
That's not it, Granny.
Something off about that voice. Damn right there is.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Ororon! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
Motherfucker pulled himself into the Night Kingdom.
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Ororon! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
Nigga was never walking with us in the first
What
place.
just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like
Motherfucker
that?
put us in a genjutsu.
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful?
It's pretty useful. I'm not
Little
talking to you.
brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
Not if the plan is not exactly conducive to the health of 90% of the Natlinians.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial.
We were getting a perspective, something we don't have now.
Ororon probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat. I swear.
Yeah, it's pretty, it probably is substantial. Fuck it. That's the burrow Archon. Find a way to comfort her. Bro, we got more important shit to do than talk to this fucking hot bod grandma.
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
We can actually get an explanation, or we took like the last spark notes at the last couple of seconds. And that's gonna explain all of it. And the pirates will be like, wait, so blah 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 blah. And they're not gonna actually have them anyone explain it. You could have just made a walking animation, bro. Like, have them talking. I know it's not the best, but come the fuck on.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Yeah, we can cover her on. Why do we gotta say that, bro? Just let her pay for it.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer?
Why you looked at the lip?
Ah, that's right. Citlali has gotten a lot quieter since Ororon ran away. She seems to be having a hard time.
And let her pay for the food.
He's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some more.
You call me broke?
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Your mouth wasn't even moving. That's a technique.
That's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Citlali.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Juicy grilled steak, huh? Sorry, meat. It's a long ass quest. Was that girl's name Yoinkina? I have to be saying some shit about. Ain't no way a character named fucking Yoinkina. But where are we at? There's an inn here? I don't think I've ever entered it. You and Paimon order some food, fruit juice. It's like chugging down a bottle after wine. Wine, mom, huh?
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
Our favorite, drunker grandma.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Love those WMD skeleton animations. Where's the fluidity? Jesus, bro.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves
She
recently.
usually drinks like this here? Lovely.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Citlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Probably 500 years ago.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Not everyone does.
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
So she is 500 years old.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
Oh, so she's a regular.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Good to know. Grannies are regular to get drunk at the local bar. Blankly into the space from Richard. Both, actually. I'm a bank on drunk.
Citlali? Citlali?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Citlali? You're kinda talking to no one.
Honestly.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Granny Citlali, you're not a monster at all.
How long have you had this reputation? How long have you had these
Exactly.
problems?
And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Guess I'm the new kid, bro. Fuck it.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
That's true. She did teach us that. And she taught it by injecting the knowledge into our brain.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Who is bringing this woman home? I know it cannot be us.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke. The lingering smoke.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Motherfucker entered a trance by
Is this
being drunk.
another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
Nope, just a Granny's and Citlali specialty.
I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Yeah, drunk meditation.
Warning,
Fuck
warning.
it.
Red, red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
You awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Didn't she say not to barf? Oh, God.
Phew.
Ugh.
Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
Wanna be the first time she's done this.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
Somebody tell me this happens quite often, or often enough, to where she had to comment, I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave. Also interesting that fucking full drunk, meditative trance, sober. That's one powerful sobriety, so now.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh
Get
air?
this bitch some water. I think she's done drinking for tonight.
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Literally or
Why
metaphorically.
not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
I think he was a trauma bagger
Paimon
and a
gets it.
dumper.
You're hoping hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely, you know the feeling too?
Actually, about that.
Yeah, you barked about your reputation to the entire goddamn bar. Stood up to him.
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
Trans are too upset. Oh, we tell her how he pulled us into another dimension? Oh, right, we can read her mind, right.
So, you heard my...
It's okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much!
Sounds like she has
when
a
you're
hard
rolling
life.
on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that, happens to you a lot.
Well, and that happens to her enough.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
I guess she's a light novel character.
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Oh, let's see what she does. You know, ironically, this Natlan feels very anime-esque. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels different. People say like, "Oh, Natlan lost its feeling from Genshin stuff." It does feel different. I'm not gonna lie. It just feels like not just like how it's animated and everything. It's like even the storytelling, like the powers they're using, feel different.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Really does feel like a different season or third act, or like a different writers. Something feels different. I don't know. I'm not gonna say off, but it's certainly because you can change up your style, your writing, your animated, whatever the fuck, and keep your same identity. But you do lose something. Like it's still Genshin, but it's not the Genshin we started with. That's for damn sure.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry.
Not gonna lie though, like I
It was
don't.
an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me,
It's so weird. Like
even after you helped me all this
the
time.
characters obviously have new animations and they're moving, they're still, but it's like I know ZZZ is very fluid with it, but this game feels like it's almost like the engine or whatever they're using can't animate as well, and it just feels stiff. Like it feels like they can't do what they want to do, like they want to make it more animated and like blah 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 blah, but like they can't. Which I find bizarre because isn't ZZZ and HSR on the same engine, and ZZZ is super animated. I guess maybe it's because what they have to do everything every 3 weeks. They just don't have the time to make it as refined. I don't know. This feels bizarre.
Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right, I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this.
You go up to a stranger
I'm
you met 2
just
days
an
ago?
eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
Shit. Seems like it
You're
is.
just a regular person.
of the kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eastly is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
So you're like an immortal and all your friends are dead?
Are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
Nah, we could
don't
take you in a
find
fight.
scary at all.
Yeah, we could take you in a fight. It wouldn't be too hard.
That's because you're not from my tribe.
Could take you in other ways too.
You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing.
Shit.
I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me.
How does that work? What are you?
Not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said
Are you
anything.
so naturally gifted you
We
beat out
believe you.
people who even
Shiori
do hard
has
work?
full faith in your abilities, and Ororon didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Ororon's a special case.
How's that?
Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Ororon and me. You deserve to learn the full truth.
Maybe you can learn about it.
Ororon's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete.
How's that work?
The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast.
Hey, it sounds like Bennett
The
lore.
Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Ororon's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan.
What
A
possible?
possibility to turn Ororon into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Ororon would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Something tells me that didn't work out.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, wouldn't that just kill him?
Now you see the problem.
So it's a one-time thing?
When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Ororon, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came
So
up
how'd
with
that
the
work?
plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Ororon escaped with his
Okay,
life.
but like, so you get all the souls and you do the ceremony and that game. That's a one-time thing. What happens when more people die and more souls are put out? Like, or is he gonna forge an ancient name so that he can come back and then keep doing it? 'Cause how the hell? It's cool. It's a temporary solution, like a band-aid for a one-time fix to strengthen the kingdom. But you're gonna get back to the spot you were. Even if it takes another 1,000 years, 4,000 years, you're still gonna end up back there. So you would need another fragmented soul being.
Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Ororon would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear.
Shit.
But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool?
You guys are
It's
heartless.
not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation
You
from
get that, Jess?
Ororon would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
No,
Wait,
because I just explained it.
it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Ororon has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands
That's what
just
they
how
chose him.
dire the situation with ley lines has become.
Interesting. So he's a
Maybe
soul person.
He chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Ororon into this.
Maybe, actually, now I think about it. Key or soul ability, or the captain simply told him, there's another solution. You couldn't save it before, but we can save it now. And that might have been enough. Might not be trying to use Ororon as a tool.
Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back.
I mean, sure. If we still don't know what the captain's plan is.
You don't look so good, Citlali. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much.
Probably.
It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good.
That's the edge of this cliff you stand on.
Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard.
You don't have to do this alone. We'll bring you home.
You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning. Friends. I like the sound of that.
I thought Ororon's about as old as you. 4 billion years old. What's that? Head tilt, nod,
Ororon's
wink.
probably back with the captain, don't you think?
We should tell the Pyro Archon. How about we ask the captain what the fuck his plan is?
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
We'll just be upfront with her, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly.
You said you want to keep the
But
meeting a
she's
secret.
probably
Fuck it.
asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's go to bed.
Why am I yawning too, bro? Fuck you, Pyro. I mean, I like that, but I would have liked more about the fucking plan and all the hobbit. I would like to have learned more about the fucking, like, what the plan was. Like, it's like they teased us with it, and then they immediately diverted to, like, Citlali's backstory and her life story and drunk Citlali. Like, it's fun, but, like, I don't know. Just, like, kind of like an immediate shock put and discus of fucking going one direction, the story's going one way, like here, and then we fucking skirted immediately. And I was like, dang. Went from doing some cool shit to bullshit instantly, bro. Whatever. How the storytelling goes in this game.